Beloved, if someone wanted to get your attention, what would they need to do? Would they need to call you? Would they need to email you? Would they need to text you? Would they need to reach out to you via your social media app or platform? Beloved, what if the person reaching out to you to get your attention was God? Beloved, what would God have to do to get your attention? For the Apostle Paul, when he was called Saul, God got his attention like this in Acts 9:3-6. Now, as he was going along and approaching Damascus, suddenly a light from heaven flashed around him. He fell to the ground and heard a voice saying to him, Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me? He asked, Who are you, Lord? The reply came, I am Jesus, whom you are persecuting. But get up and enter the city, and you will be told what you are to do. Beloved, that was how God got Paul's attention. And beloved, after giving God his attention, his life was changed forever, with him becoming the apostle to the Gentiles. After having been a persecutor of Christ, following Jews who believed that Jesus was the Messiah. Beloved, has God gotten your attention yet? Have you had something happen in your wealth that reveals that you are not living the way that God would have you to live, and you know that it is time to change? Have you had something happen in your wealth that reveals that you are not living the way that God would have you to live, and you know that it is time to change? Have you had something happen in your relationships that reveals that you are not living the way that God would have you to live, and you know that it is time to change? Beloved, because God loves you so much, God will do whatever it takes to get your attention. But after God gets your attention, do know that it is time for you to change. So, beloved, has God gotten your attention yet? If you say no, then do know that God is calling, and somehow, in some way, God is going to get your attention. And when God gets your attention, no matter how God gets your attention, please do remember that God loves you, and I love you too. Be blessed.